in Hollywood, in LA. So he's like, you know.
See the snake charm.
That's right. Oh, wow. Anyway, I went to sleep last night. Yeah, enjoy. Okay.
I remember the snake charm. It's crazy.
Yeah, right there. All set.
I could take a picture.
Aussie Lynn, Bobo, Papa John. You guys all sit there, and then Alan and Lana in here. Lana, thank you. Teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you so much. Thanks for holding it on. I have a little bit. Are you sure? Are you sure? Okay. Okay. Your judge was amazing.
Oh my gosh, did you see that?
I think I got the melon.
For what? Which one? Which one?
Like the one we were talking about. Oh wait, no, I was talking about number 2. Ready?
Okay.
It was the one before the the one before that.
Well, the one before the Haftarahs.
Okay, yeah, then the one before that. Hold on, let me.
Show me. And she'll be right here too, so.
Wait, no.
That's after the Haftarah.
Oh, that's okay. So then,
Microphone's on.
no. So this is all the Haftarah stuff. Hold on. It's the.
Yeah, that's it. That's
and
it.
then it's this one.
They're reading after the Torah.
Yeah.
So it's the same as the reading before the Torah, but without that Baruch Hu Adonai. It's just.
Baruch atah Adonai Elokeinu melech haolam asher. Okay.
Perfect.
Baruch atah Adonai Elokeinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hayeh olam natan betokeinu Baruch atah Adonai notein haTorah.
Perfect.
Okay.
And you're going to be in front of the ark there
Yeah.
when you do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay? Let me
Okay.
just test this microphone again. Is that your phone?
This is mine. Should I
Testing.
put it here?
Still loud.
Should I put it here?
Is it off?
Yeah. I mean, check actually. It's off.
I just suggest you give it to your mom so that you don't lose it. Oh,
Great. Where's my Raif? Where's Raif? Whatever the fuck her name is, Seagull. Where's Raif? Seagull. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, Seagull. Don't let me down. Hurry up. Oh, fuck. Lane. I think I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Bye. It's tennis. Lane.
one other thing I want to show you, Raif, is right. Where's the water? You go tell them we don't have any water. All right, stay right there. So, Raif,
Yeah.
there will be water up here for you, okay? It's
I
just
just
not
thought of
there.
something else. How is Mark Baranek? Is he here?
Baranek.
Yeah. Is he gonna? How is he gonna know who the people are that need to get?
He'll come to you
Oh,
and say,
and I'll tell him.
Yeah,
I'll tell him.
yeah. Usually he doesn't get here right at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
And if he doesn't come, he'll survive.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Then
Ready?
Rabbi, then you would just say these people come up.
Yes. Come. We don't start up there. We start up here. Whatever you want.
Ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la la, ya la la. Join us on this wordless nigun, a song without words. Once more. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to this very special Mincha afternoon bar mitzvah service. We welcome all of you here. We welcome Cantor Siegel back to the pulpit. Very exciting. And as we begin our service, I just want to invite each of you to take a moment to check your cell phones and make sure they are on silent so we don't disturb the sanctity of this afternoon's service. We want you to be fully present, to be open-hearted, to participate, to sing along, to clap, and to feel the joy of Shabbat. As we open this service, I'm going to call our bar mitzvah Raif, otherwise known as Aryeh, up to the pulpit. And this is the, yeah, come on. Don't be shy. Now's not the time. This is the moment that you are going to receive this really beautiful talit from your parents' loving hands. And it will be the first time you wear a talit. The significance of the talit is actually in the four corners, these strings known as tzitzit, which are supposed to be reminders to you when you wear them to do good and just and holy acts in the world, to do mitzvot. Now that you are 13, you are at the age of responsibility, like it or not. That's what the bar mitzvah signifies. I also hope that when you wear this talit, you feel your parents' love. They're giving it to you with love today, and that you also feel embraced by God. And so I'm going to call your parents up to present you with the talit. Now, Raif, you'll say the blessing before wearing a talit.
Baruch atah Adonai Elokeinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'chitatei b'tzitzit.
Amen. And you'll put it around to your son's shoulders. That's right. Give a big hug. And we are going to thank God for enabling all of you to be here on this very special day.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
We are going to continue our service on page 220 with the chanting of Ashrei.
Ashrei yoshvei betecha, od yahalu chasela.
Happy are those who dwell in your house. They will sing your praises forever. Ashrei yoshvei betecha, od yahalelu chasela. Ashrei yoshvei betecha, od yahalelu chasela. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They will sing your praises forever. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They will sing your praises forever.
Va'anachnu navarech ya, me'ata ve'ad olam, hallelujah. Please turn to page 224 for the Hatzi Kaddish.
Yitgadal v'yitgadal shmei Rabbah, ve'almad yifrach rutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, b'hagala, uv'izman kariv, v'yimeru, amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach, Le'alam lo mehamaya, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei dekudesha, berechu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma, Vimru. Amen.
We turn to page 226 and rise for the Amidah. Adonai sefatai tiftach uviyagita kilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah.
Hagadol, Hagibor, Vanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekone Hakol, Vizocher Chasei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'nehem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Hozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magid Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor leolam Adonai, Mechayei hakol atah Rav lahoshia. Mashiv haruach umorid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed. Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofech holim, umatir asurim, umekayem mehemunato, lishenei afar, michamocha baal gevurot,
umido melach, melech meimid umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'emanat al hachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol.
We remain standing for the Kiddusha on page 232.
Nekadesh et shimcha ba'olam, keshem shemakdishimo tobi shmei maram, kakatov aliyah neviecha, v'kara zeh el zeh ve'amar, kadosh, 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 Adonai tzevaot, meloch ol haaretz, kevodo, adir, adirenu Adonai, Adonenu mahatir, shimecha bechol haaretz, Baruch kevod Adonai, mimkomo. Echad hu Eloheinu, hu Avinu, hu Malkeinu, hu Moshiachenu, vehu Yashmienu, v'rachamav lehenei kol chai. Ani Adonai Elohechem, yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohai Yechzion, Ledor vador, Hallelujah.
Ledor vador,
Ledor vador,
ledor vador,
Ledor vador,
ledor vador, nagid god lecha. Ledor vador,
Ledor vador,
ledor vador,
Ledor vador,
ledor vador, nagid god lecha.
ולנצח נצחים קדושתך להקדיש, קדושתך להקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו, מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם, לעולם ועד.
Ledor vador,
לדור ודור,
ledor vador,
לדור ודור,
ledor vador, nagid god lecha. Ledor vador,
לדור ודור,
ledor vador,
לדור ודור,
ledor vador, nagid god lecha.
ולנצח נצחים קדושתך להקדיש, קדושתך להקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו, מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם, לעולם ועד.
To all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. We continue with the Kiddushat Hayom on page 234. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'im nochatenu retzei ve'im nuchatenu. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest.
Kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha v'ten chelkeinu v'toratecha. Kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha v'ten chelkeinu v'toratecha. Sameinu b'tuvecha v'samecheinu Vishuatecha, Sabeinu, Mituvecha, Visamecheinu, Vishuatecha, Yalai, Lalai, Lalai, 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 God b'mitzvotecha, v'ten chelkeinu b'toratecha, kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha, v'ten chelkeinu b'toratecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
We continue with the Retzei prayer on pages 236 to 237. Retzei Adonai Eloheinu be'amecha Yisrael utfilatam be'ahava tekabel utchi leratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha. On this holy Shabbat, may we draw near to life, to peace, and to joy. May we find true rest, holiness in our deeds, worth in our study of the Torah. Let us feed on the love of goodness. Let us drink from the love of goodness, restrain our thirst for excess, and cleanse our hearts to serve life well. On this holy Shabbat, may we draw near in life, in peace, and in joy. Baruch atah Adonai she'odod levadad b'yirah na'adau. We continue with the prayer of gratitude, Modim Anachnu Lach, on page 238. Modim Anachnu Lach, She'ata Hu Adonai Eloheinu, Ve'elohei Avotenu, Ve'imnotainu, Le'olam Va'ed. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, our God and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of day. Evening, morning, and noon, O good one whose mercies never end, O compassionate one whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. For all these things, O sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov, shimcha, ulcha, ne'ah, lahadot. We sing together a prayer for peace, Shalom Rav, on page 240.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tasim Le'olam. Ki ata melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata Lechol hashalom. Join me. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tasim Le'olam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amecha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam.
we take a few moments for some silent reflection.
Our service continues on page 244 with Seder Kriyat HaTorah, the service for the reading of the Torah, which is the main event here at this service when Aryeh will be called to the Torah as a bar mitzvah. And I just want to call your attention for a moment to this Shabbat brochure with Raif's handsome punim on the cover. I love that picture because it's so Raif. Inside here are a list of all the honors which take place at this point in the service. So please, if you see your name listed here, make sure you're paying attention and you don't miss out on this special opportunity. Page 244. There is none like you among the gods, Adonai, and there are no deeds like yours. You are sovereign over all worlds, and your dominion is in all generations. Adonai reigns, Adonai has reigned, Adonai will reign forever and ever. Adonai will give strength to our people. Adonai will bless our people with peace.
Ki Metzion tetzeh Torah, Ki Metzion tetzeh Torah, Udevar Adonai Merushalayim, Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Le'amu Yisrael B'hidushato, Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadol Adonai iti, Uneromema Shemo Yachdav.
Raif, this is the Torah, Israel's Morashah, our inheritance and our sacred heritage. Wherever the Jewish people has been, the Torah has been with us. And I know your family comes from different corners of the world. And wherever they were, the Torah was with them, guiding them. Rabbi Jonathan Sachs of blessed memory taught that we only pass on to our children what is sacred and cherished by us. I know that Judaism and Torah is cherished by your family, and they have worked hard to give you a good Jewish education and to pass the Torah from generation to generation so that you might receive it here today and know that it was written for you. And so symbolic of that chain of tradition, I call up your grandparents and your parents to pass the Torah to you.
We are gifts and we are blessing. We are history in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last. L'dor vador nagid god lecha. L'dor vador we protect this chain from generation to generation. L'dor vador these lips will praise your name. L'dor vador nagid god lecha. L'dor vador, we protect this chain from generation to generation. L'dor vador, these lips will praise your name. Lecha Adonai Hagedula v'Hagevura v'Hatiferet v'Hanitzak v'Hahor ki chol b'shamayim uvaretz ki chol b'shamayim uvaretz Lecha Adonai Hamamlacha v'Haminaseh lechol erosh Yismechu Hashamayim Yismechu Hashamayim Yismechu Hashamayim V'tagel haaretz Yismechu Hashamayim Yismechu Hashamayim Yismechu Hashamayim V'tagel haaretz Hiram Hayam Hiram Hayam Hiram Hayam Olo 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 Yismechu Hashamayim Yismechu Hashamayim Yismechu Hashamayim V'tagel haaretz Eveinu Shalom Alechem Eveinu Shalom Alechem Eveinu Shalom Alechem Eveinu Shalom 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 Alechem Eveinu Shalom Alechem Eveinu Shalom Alechem Eveinu Shalom Alechem Eveinu Shalom 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 Alechem Lo yisak goy el goy cherev Lo yilmadu od milchama Lo yisak goy el goy cherev Lo yilmadu od milchama Lo yisak goy el goy cherev Lo yilmadu od milchama Lo yisak goy el goy cherev Lo yilmadu od milchama Yalla lai, 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 yalla lai. Yalla lai, 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 yalla, yalla lai, yalla lai, yalla lai.
You may all be seated, except for Raif's parents and brother, because now is the time that they are going to give him some words of blessing and love before he reads from the Torah. You first? Do you want to stand on the step?
I think Raif is a nice, loving brother. In honor of his bar mitzvah, here are the top 5 reasons why Raif is a great big brother. Number 5, he's always willing to help me with my homework. Number 4, he's kind, caring, and loving. Number 3, he's very protective of me. Number 2, he's a really nice friend to have at home. Number 1, he has great taste in younger brothers. I love you, Raif. Mazel tov.
Hi, everyone. How can I begin without first acknowledging all of the important people who got Raif to this special place today? Cantor Nicholson, Rabbi Pomerantz, Barb Schmansky, Cantor Porat, and Cantor Siegel, thank you all for being instrumental parts of Raif's bar mitzvah journey. We wouldn't be standing here today without all of your countless hours of instruction and unconditional guidance and support. We feel so proud and lucky to be part of such a beautiful temple community. To my mom, Papa John, and Grandpa Alan, thank you for being co-parents with Ben and I. We are so lucky that Raif and Lane have such involved and loving grandparents who enjoy driving them around as much as we do. We only wish that my dad, Richard, and Ben's mom, Margot, could have been here today to see Raif. They would have been so very proud. Auntie Lana, thank you for always showing up for Raif, no matter the distance. You have always been a constant source of love and support in his life. Lane Candy London, you are just a beyond kid, beyond son, beyond friend, beyond athlete, beyond YouTuber, and a beyond brother to Raif. Every day is exciting, fun, and full of surprises because you are in our life. We love you immensely. Ben, I couldn't imagine a life without you in it by my side. You are my everything. I love the life that we have created together. Your love for your family, friends, and the state of Israel is beyond measure. It makes me feel so proud and so lucky to be your wife. You were made for me. And now, Raif. When I sat down to write this speech, it truly wrote itself, because the reality is, I have been writing this speech for years, actually from the day you were born. And it is no coincidence to me that a part of your parsha, Tazria, is about the purification rituals for mothers after childbirth, because many of you have already heard me tell the story that on the day Raif was born, as I sat holding him in my arms for the very first time, one of the first things that popped into my head was, I can't wait until your bar mitzvah. And wow, here we are. It's hard to believe that the little baby we had no idea how to take care of, true story, Ben and I took Raif to the doctor when he was 2 weeks old because he coughed, and now this baby is this lovely young man standing before us today. But Raif, if we're being completely honest, you really were not an easy baby. In fact, you were at times a very difficult baby. I found myself wondering quite often, why do people have children? This is really hard. It was only when Raif was just about to turn 4 that we finally got to the bottom of his difficult temperament. All along, you were just trying to communicate that something was wrong. Raif had celiac disease, an autoimmune disorder that makes him intolerant to gluten. And since Raif turned 4 and gluten-free, almost overnight, Raif became the sweetest, most considerate, easy, good-natured, and loving little boy. When you first started nursery school here at Temple Beth Shalom, I remember completing the enrollment form. The last question was, what are your educational goals for your child? The only goal that I consistently recorded each year was for you to be kind. For this goal, Raif, you have surpassed the mark. Your kindness, care, and concern for others is real and sometimes takes my breath away and was evident early on. I remember when taking you to New York City to visit your grandparents, when we would pass by people on the street who were clearly less fortunate than you would stop the stroller with your feet and refuse to move on until we gave the person some food or money. I'll never forget that there was once a really terrible rainstorm in Miami, and I overheard you thinking out loud, what's happening to the homeless people right now? Your concern and care is not just limited to others, but also to our planet. Your collection of mitzvot you did in honor of your bar mitzvah focused on beach and community cleanups demonstrates your commitment to caring for our planet. This is just your way. You think of others before yourself. Not only are you a kind and sensitive human, you are also a lot of fun and quite witty, which I believe you must get from my side of the family. You have been telling jokes and riddles for years, and I always ask, even though I really shouldn't have to anymore, did you make that one up? To which you almost always respond, yes. Raif's first joke came at about age 6, and it's still my favorite. What's the name of the pen company? Ink, ink. As Raif grew older, he also became a wealth of information. The little boy who once threw books across the room when I tried to read to him, was now reading voraciously, and then telling us all about anything and everything from black holes and entropy to when Apple launched its first iPhone. Your genuine curiosity and love of learning is truly inspiring. Daddy and I weren't surprised at all when the director of your camp called to tell us that she was starting a camp library in your honor. It was just a few years ago when I realized that the tables had turned sooner than I had anticipated, as there's always a moment when parents realize that their children know more than them, that the child is now the teacher. And with you, Raif, it happened at about 9 years old. Now you guide me through life. Raif officially knows more about just about everything than I do. My go-to response when Lane needs help with anything from fixing tech to understanding homework is ask Raif. It's not unusual for Raif to give me solid parenting advice as to how we should raise Lane, sorry Lane, and how I should approach difficult or delicate situations in my life. Raif, you are an amazing teacher to us, an amazing gift, and a light we love to have in our lives. When looking to connect your Torah portion today, I was struck by its complexity, as it's pretty complicated, not so straightforward, but at its core, we know there is something important that needs to be shared. Just like you, Raif, from the time you were a baby but didn't have the words, there was something important that you were trying to share. That part of you has always been most evident. And now we can't get you to stop sharing. And we hope that as you continue on your life's path, that you continue to share your knowledge, your sweetness, and especially your kindness with all of those who are lucky enough to come into your orbit. We love you.
Afternoon, guys. I'd like to start off by thanking all of Raif's family and friends, especially those who came from out of town, for being here on this special day for Raif and for our family. It is really something to look out into this room and to see so many dear people from all of the corners of our lives, some friendships dating back to kindergarten, high school, and college. It's truly a blessing to see all of our family that we would choose as friends, and all of our dear friends who are truly family. Your being here today makes it all complete. Susie would like me to thank Marissa for introducing us. For without you, none of us would be here today, and happy birthday to Gabby, who left her family to celebrate with us this weekend. Most importantly, though, I'd like to thank my lovely wife, Susie, who has been dreaming about this day, as she said, for many years, probably as early as the day Raif was born. Without her efforts, and more importantly, her constant love and attention, our family would not function. Thank you for everything you do, both as a wife and a mother, and I look forward to many more years of navigating through life's journeys with you. And now to the man of the hour, Raif. Raif, your mother and I are so proud of you leading the congregation in prayer this afternoon. But more than that, we're proud of the wonderful young man you've become. One of the things I deeply admire about you is your deep intellectual curiosity and thirst for knowledge. It is a rare day when you don't come up to either your mother or I to tell us about some piece of arcane knowledge you've learned at school or attained from one of the thousands of YouTube videos you've consumed. As you grow older, keep that curiosity, as it is a beautiful trait that allows you to appreciate so many of the amazing possibilities that life will afford you. As a parent, one wants many things for their children, but perhaps most important of all qualities is to be a truly kind person. That has been a defining quality of yours since your early days. When I think about my late mother, Margot, one of the attributes that I remember most vividly is her gentle and kind spirit, evident in her interactions with my father, with her friends, and in my relationship with her. Raif exhibits that same kindness and gentleness of spirit. I see it constantly in his interactions with all of his friends and family, and even to strangers. Your mom and I were reminded of your generosity of spirit while competing in a local USTA tournament when you gave up a game to your opponent because, as you told us later, you didn't want him to lose 6-0 and thought he'd feel better leaving the court with a W. Our last summer, when dining in a restaurant while on vacation, without telling us why you were leaving the table, you climbed down a cliff to pick up garbage you saw lining the coast. Your kind spirit especially extends to your grandparents. It is a source of great happiness for your mother and I to see how close you are to both sets of grandparents. Whether it is you insisting on buying your Bobo dinner at the mall because of all she does for you, or indulging in scaring wars with Grandpa, a tradition that he and I started long ago, or discussing technology-related matters, an interest that seems to have skipped a generation. You share many qualities with and have always been very close with your Auntie Lana, and lucky for you, you got her deep blue eyes and blonde hair and appear well on the way to following in the footsteps of her academic greatness. And while you and your brother love to bicker, I have confidence that you will always look after each other and foster a deep, lifelong friendship. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention your furry sister, Whiskey, who just passed last week, who was consistently the apple of your eye and upon whom you showered constant love and affection. On the last day of her life, you brought her to your tennis lesson, as was your habit, so she could indulge in her lifelong passion of chasing tennis balls. You were Whiskey's official photographer and loved to carry her all over the house and elsewhere, rubbing her belly and insisting that everyone else do the same. I will forever cherish my memory of your deep bond, a bond of kindred souls. Raif, hopefully you'll indulge me now a bit to talk about a topic that has always been of great importance to me, and especially so since the horrors of October 7th, that topic being Israel. As many of you know, I am and have always been obsessed with history and the history of the Jewish people in Israel in particular. And it brings me great joy to see that Raif is developing a love for history, not least because it gives me someone other than my father to bore with historical anecdotes. My Jewish identity has derived in large part from my strong attachment to the history of the Jewish people, the many tragedies and sacrifices endured by generations past, as well as the great triumphs. Raif, your Hebrew name Arya means lion in English. That name symbolizes to me the history of the Jews, the indomitable will to survive no matter the suffering endured or the challenges to be faced. And that has a corollary to your life and mine. At times, I know we both struggle with disappointment because we have high expectations of ourselves, and sometimes we don't meet them. But we both need to remember that our heritage as Jews is to endure, to strive to accomplish our goals no matter the odds. In the last few months, we have met and become involved with an organization called AFINS that supports Israel's Navy SEALs, Shayetet 13, and learned about the incredible work they do in defense of Israel. Their ethos is, do the impossible, to be the lions of their people. It is my hope for you that you learn about the history of our people, take great pride in your culture, and act like a lion in pursuit of your goals, which is the Jewish legacy of which you are a beneficiary on this day and the many days to come. I love you, and I'm so very, very proud of you on this day and always.
In just a moment, Raif will be calling up his aliyot. And before he does, I just want to take a moment to introduce his Torah portion. First of all, you can, if you wish, put your prayer books aside and take the big, thick Torah commentary, which is under your seat and looks like this, out from under your seat to follow along with Raif's reading of the Torah. We are in the middle of the book of Leviticus, the third section of the Torah, which deals with all of the messy, yucky stuff. And really, Raif was blessed with one of the messiest and yuckiest of Torah portions, but with a very important message for us. This morning we read the Parashah Shemini, but it is the custom in the afternoon to go to next week's Parashah, which is Tazria. And as Susie already mentioned, it starts by talking about childbirth. The only thing I want to say about this portion, because Raif has such a magnificent Devar Torah, which you'll soon hear, is that the rabbis connect what happens to our body with our soul. And I think it's become evident in modern science that the the mind, the body, and the soul are all deeply connected, and that the way we treat our bodies is sometimes how our souls get purified, and the way we treat our souls may be how we can contribute to our overall health. And so Raif will talk a little bit more about that later in the service. Now he's going to call up his aliyot. We're going to turn to page 735 for the first aliyah. He will be starting with Leviticus chapter 12, verse 1.
Ya'amdu ha'olim la'aliyah harishionah. For the first honor, I would like to call up my grandparents and aunt to the Torah.
Baruch atah Adonai. Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor. Daber el bnei Israel lemor. Isha ki tazria ve'alada zachar ve'tamea chifat yamim kimei nidat dota titma uvayom hashemini yimo basar orlato.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Ya'amdu ha'olim la'aliyah hashniya. For the second honor, I would like to call up our close friends Matt, Alex, and Curtis to the Torah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Ushloshim yom ushloshet yamim teshev bidmei tochora bechol kodesh lo tiga ve'el hamikdash lo tavo ad melot yamei tohora ve'im nekeva teleid v'tamea shevu'ayim kenidata v'shimshim yom v'sheishet yamim teshev al demei Torah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Ya'amdu ha'olim la'aliyah ha'shlishit. For the third honor, I would like to call up my parents, Susie and Ben, and my brother Lane.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam
Leolam Va'ed.
Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natat lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Uvimlot Yemei Torah Levein O Levat Tavi Keves Ben Shenato Leola Oven Yonach O Tor Lehatat El Petach O El Moed El Hakohe V'hikrivo Lifnei Adonai V'hiper Alecha V'tohora Mimekor Damecha Zot Torat Hayoledet Lazachar O Lanikeva.
Before the closing blessing, I just want to take a moment to offer a Mishaberach blessing for anybody in need of a prayer, whether it's for healing of the body or healing of the spirit. Today is day 183 that the hostages have been held in Gaza, and so this is also a prayer for them and their well-being. If anybody has a loved one that they'd like to share the name with at this time, please do. Yishaberach Eloheinu Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'Imotenu Sar Rivka Lev Rachel Hu Yivarech Yirakeh et HaCholim v'Yishlach Lechem Refuah Shlema Refuah HaNefesh Refuah HaGuf B'Tok Sha'ar Cholei B'Yisrael Hashtam B'Agalav B'Zman Karib V'Yimru Amen. May God of our ancestors bless and heal all whom we have named, a blessing of the body and a blessing of the spirit soon, and let us say, Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
The final aliyah is known as the maftir, and it's when we turn to the very last verses of the Torah portion. So that's going to be on page 759 if you're following along. Leviticus chapter 15, verse 31. And it is our custom here at Temple Beth Shalom to read the maftir from our Sephardic scroll, which resides in the ark. So we are going to open the ark doors and invite you, if you're able, to please rise.
Ya'amod habachur bar hamitzvah la'aliyah haTorah Aryeh ben Dov Be'er v'Shoshana Chazak
Baruch Adonai HaMevarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Elokeinu melech ha'olam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai notein ha'Torah.
Amen.
V'hizartem et b'nei Yisrael mitum atam v'lo yamutu v'tum atam v'tame'am et mishkani asher betocham zot Torat hazav va'asher tetzei mimenu shif'at zerat Litum ava v'hadava v'nidata v'hazav et zovo lazachar v'lanikeva ish asher yishkav im tame'ah. Baruch Ata Adonai Elokeinu melech ha'olam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'hayei olam nata betocheinu. Baruch Ata Adonai notein ha'Torah.
You may all be seated. Mazel tov, mazel tov.
The Haftorah for Shabbat Tazria can be found on page 747. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher bachar b'nviim tovim v'ratza v'divreihem hane'amarim be'emet. Baruch Ata Adonai Habocher Batorah Uv'Moshe Avdo Uv'Yisrael Amo Unvinviei Ha'emet V'Tzedek. Ve'ish ba mi ba'al shalisha vayaveh leish ha'elohim lechem bikurim esrim lechem se'orim v'charmel v'tziklono Vayomer Tain La'am Veyochelu. Our Haftorah continues toward the end on page 749 at chapter 5, verse 19. Vayomer Lo Lech Veshalom Vaelech Mioto Kivrat Aretz. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, sur kol ha'alomim, Sadiq bechol hadarot, ha'el hane'eman, ha'omer ve'yosei, hamdaber, amkazem shechol, devarav emet vatzedek. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Hu u'Baruch Shemo.
Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. It's such a big day for me, stepping into my role as a bar mitzvah, and I'm very glad to share it with each of you. Becoming a bar mitzvah is more about than just turning a certain age. It's about growing in wisdom, taking on new responsibilities, and figuring out how I can make a difference in the world. Before I begin, I would like to thank a couple of people. First, I would like to thank my parents, Susie and Ben, for raising me and giving me so much love and support. I would also like to thank my brother for always spending so much time with me and being such a great companion most of the time. I would also like to thank my grandparents. First, I would like to thank my grandpa for always coming over, spending so much time with me. I would like to thank my Bobo for, I would always go over for you to Shabbat, and you would always give me so much knowledge and culture, and I'm so thankful for that. And I would also like to thank my Papa John for always joking around with me. I would also like to thank my aunt for giving me some of the most memorable experiences that I've ever had, including going over to Nashville and watching PG-13 movies at 5. Finally, I would like to thank all the people who helped me prepare for this day. Thank you to Cantor Nicholson and Porat for helping me study and prepare for this big day. And thank you to Cantor Segal and Rabbi Pomerantz for assisting me in my service. Thank you. In this week's Torah portion, Tazria, we delve deeply into the complex concepts of renewal and purification alongside the significance of communal responsibilities. This portion addresses the laws related to childbirth and the subsequent purification process, as well as the intricate procedures for diagnosing and purifying sra'at, often translated as leprosy, but more accurately reflects a range of skin conditions, and even conditions affecting fabrics and houses. At its core, Tazria teaches us about the sanctity of life, the importance of cleanliness, and the value of reintegration into the community after periods of isolation. These teachings highlight the essential balance between individual and community welfare, underscoring the collective responsibility to care for one another, especially the ones that are vulnerable. This balance is crucial in today's context where the challenges we face, from health crises to social injustice, demand a communal response. The principles of Tazria, though ancient, offer wisdom that still stands today on the importance of community and support, and the role each individual plays in maintaining health and sanctity of the collective. Moreover, Tazria's emphasis on purification rituals remind us of the continuous journey towards spiritual and physical renewal. It encourages us to reflect on our actions and their impact on our community and environment. This reflection is particularly relevant as we consider what is going on in Israel right now and the broader challenges facing our world. The need for renewal, both personal and collective, is more pressing than ever as we seek to heal divisions and foster a peaceful, inclusive society. In honor of my bar mitzvah and inspired by the values of Tazria, I have chosen to support the Shayatet, which are basically the Navy SEALs of the Israeli Defense Force. Their dedication to protecting and serving underlines the importance of safeguarding our community and striving for peace. By supporting these brave individuals, I aim to contribute to Tikkun Olam, repairing the world, embodying the Torah's teachings on communal responsibility and the pursuit of a harmonious society. As I embrace the responsibilities of becoming a bar mitzvah, I'm committed to learning more about how I can positively impact our community and the world. The guidance and support from all of you have been invaluable, and I am thankful for the role each of you has played in my journey to this significant milestone. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this special day. Let us continue to support each other and work together towards healing and peace one step at a time. Shabbat Shalom.
So Raif, you really blew me away here because, in your speech you just talked about embracing becoming a bar mitzvah, and that was a journey for you. That was a journey, but here you are, and you really have embraced who you are and what you did today, and we're so proud of you. I remember you in preschool here. I remember your grandpa picking you up from school quite frequently. I remember you and your brother at our first family retreat when you were just teeny tiny tots. And you have grown into this curious, intelligent, kind, and wonderful human being. And I hope that you, feel as proud as the rest of us do of yourself. So I love that you shared with me your passion for history. And I know you get that from your dad. That Torah right there, that is a historical and religious document. And one of the main principles that the Torah teaches us is the importance of making choices, that God endowed all of us with free will, and that as you become 13, your choices are going to become more and more consequential. You also shared with me that thinking about the time of the Cold War is one of your greatest passions. And I was thinking about that and how that was such a consequential moment for the world, and how some people believed that there would be a nuclear holocaust, and there could have been. But people on both sides of the Iron Curtain thought very carefully and made the right choices. Not every decision is that big, but they add up, Raif. And we hope that, that you take time when you make choices, that it's not like track and field where the aim is to be fast. The aim is to be careful and to make good choices and celebrate yourselves when you make those good choices. And at times, you will make bad choices because you are human just like the rest of us. And we hope that even when you make bad choices, that you learn from them and you forgive yourself and you forgive others. We are so proud of you. We hope and pray that we will be part of your life moving forward and help you as you continue to learn and to grow. And I can't wait to see what you do with that incredible mind of yours and that wonderful neshama as well. So the cantor and I have the pleasure of blessing you in the words of the ancients.
Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
Kenny Hiratzon, may God bless you and keep you, Raif.
Yair Adonai panav elecha ve'yichuneka.
Kenny Hiratzon, may God's face shine on you and shine through you and always be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha shalom, shalom.
Kenny Ratzon, may God bless you with a lifetime of good health, of love, of continued curiosity, learning, and growing, and may you be among those who help to bring shalom, peace into our world. And let us all say amen.
Amen.
And mazel tov. And now we are going to dress the Torah, and as we do, Lane is going to be passing around some delicious candy, which you are not meant to eat just yet, but to hold on to, we invite you to rise as we dress the Torah and return it to the ark.
Shalom, Hashivenu Adonai, Elecha v'nashuva, Hadeshamenu kekedem. Hashivenu Adonai, Elecha v'nashuva, Hadeshamenu kekedem.
Please be seated. Now that you have that little piece of candy in your hands, you are going to have the opportunity to gently loft it in the air and shower Raif, R-E-A, with sweetness, just as he has brought sweetness to our congregation here today. So we do have a few rules around all this candy tossing. And the first rule is that wherever you are seated, that is where you will toss the candy from. So kids, you can't run up to the bima and whack them with it. You just stay where you are and throw it from where you are. The second rule is that once the bima is filled with candy, anybody under the age of 13 is welcome to come up to the bima and clean it up, take as much candy as you want and enjoy it. The third rule is Raif gets to choose 3, 4 in this case, Shomrim, to protect him from all this sweetness.
Zach, Sebastian, Liam, and Matthew.
So come on up here. The final rule is that you wait until all the true adults are off the bima before you start tossing.
Guys, right here, right there, nice. Come here, big man. There you go.
Simin tov, a mazel tov, a mazel tov, a simin tov, mazel tov, a simin tov, a mazel tov, a simin tov, Yelanu. Simin tov, mazel tov, a simin tov, a mazel tov, a simin tov, a mazel tov, a simin tov, Yelanu. Yelanu, Yelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Yelanu, Yelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Yelanu, Yelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Yelanu, Yelanu, Ulecho Yisrael.
That was fast. Okay, so will those who have been invited to open the ark the second time please come forward? We are going to turn in our prayer books to page 282. And we are going to rise for the chanting of Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'ateit gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kigoyeh ha'aratzot, v'lo zamanu kemishpachot ha'adama, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
We remain standing as we turn to page 294 for words of Kaddish. And at this time, Raif's family is especially remembering Richard Israel and Margot London. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing to all of you. We invite each of you to think about your loved ones who you have lost in your hearts in this moment of memory, as we remember as one community the 6 million who have died in the Shoah, the over 24,000 Israeli soldiers who have died and are still dying, so that we will have a Jewish homeland in Israel. We also pay our respects to our American soldiers who have died defending our liberties. And we take them all into our hearts with our own as we recite these words of Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'gala uv'yizman kari v'yimru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mivarach le'alam u'almei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal, shemei d'kudasha b'richu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the author of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort all who are bereaved with God's blessing of peace, and let us say, Amen. Please be seated. It's my pleasure to invite up Eitan Mark to present gifts from our temple board and congregation. He fought for this privilege, and so he earned it.
I did. I booted somebody else for this one. Raif, you were awesome. You really were. Really impressive stuff. So my name is Eitan Mark. I'm a member of the Board of Trustees of Temple Beth Shalom. I'm here to offer Raif a couple of gifts and words of wisdom. When I went skiing with Raif a few weeks ago, I learned for the first. I've known Raif since he was born, but when I skied with him, I learned how obsessed he is with really bad jokes, and it was a constant barrage of bad jokes. And you know how you can tell when somebody tells you a good dad joke, right? It's apparent. All right. Raif, whether it's crushing ping pong with you, are you still practicing ping pong? All right. One day you'll beat me. Now that you're a man, maybe you'll beat me. You did such a great job today. You have actually a really big responsibility, and that's to live up to your parents. Brielle and I have known Ben and Susie since really we moved here a little bit after. We met at some Israel event. I think it was an IDF, Friends of the IDF maybe. Is that right? Yeah. Something like that. And right now we all have Israel very much in our hearts, but one of the amazing things about your parents is that Israel has been in their hearts for the entire time that I've known them. And I think one of the real hard things about sort of being a Jew in this world is you've got to be consistent. I think that came through in what the rabbi was telling you. I think it came through in your speech also. And I think consistency in your dedication to Judaism and dedication to Israel is something that you should really try to push through. and I know you can do it. I actually believe that if anybody can, you can. So let's get on to the gifts here. Okay, it's my honor on behalf of the board of Temple Beth Shalom to present you with 3 special gifts. First is the certificate of your bar mitzvah. This is to record that Raif London, Aryeh ben Dov Ber Vishoshana, was called to the Torah as a bar mitzvah today, April 6, 2024, Miami Beach. Here you go. You should cherish that. We've also got for you a Kiddush cup. Yep, a Kiddush cup from Sisterhood, which will remind you of every Shabbat on this joyous day, and a traveling Tanakh and Torah, so you can continue your lifelong learning wherever you may be. Again, Mazel Tov, you were so amazing today. May your family be blessed as you enter our congregation and as a son of the commandment. Mazel Tov. I'm good.
Raif, I told you a few days ago that I'd be up here and I'd be talking to you just like this. First of all, it's such a nice group that's here, a nice community. And we have members of our broad Miami Beach community here, and it's very nice to see everyone here. Welcome to a beautiful simcha. Raif, the Jewish people are lucky to have someone like you. You're a winner. As Rabbi always says, we're glad to have you on our team. As a basketball coach for many years, I know everyone puts in their own part, their individual part, and it makes the team all that much better. And really, you're bright, as Rabbi said. You're inquisitive. You're sharp, and it's really great to be here and celebrate this moment with you here on the Bima. I grew up in a Zionist youth movement in Canada called Young Judea. And I may have mentioned it for those that come many times here. The motto of our Tnuah, of our movement, was Hadracha Bedugma, leadership by example. And you're very lucky to have the folks that you have who have always set an example for you and the importance of the right things and prioritizing those things. So you should always celebrate beautiful moments like this together, really. So I know you got a big party you want to get to, so come on over. I'll give you these. A certificate that a tree has been planted in the land of Israel on behalf of the clergy and staff. That's for you. This is also that an Israel bond has been purchased in honor of your bar mitzvah. And finally, these are 2 gift certificates, one to the Nifty in Israel program and one to the Alexander Muss High School in Israel program, which we hope you will go on after your confirmation class. And one last thing to all the kids that are here, and there's a bunch of kids in the back. You all behaved very nicely here today. You should be proud of yourselves too. Mazel tov. All the best, kids. Congratulations.
Thank you. One of the joys of being a rabbi or a cantor and sitting on the bima is the view we have of the parents. And it was so nice watching you, Kvel. You've been waiting for this moment, Susie, his whole life. Was it as wonderful as you imagined? Yes, I'm so glad. So we're going to invite you to come up with Lane as we're going to conclude our service with Havdalah. I'm going to invite everybody to participate. If you'd like to rise and move closer, you can, so that we feel like we're all close together, celebrating the end of Shabbat and taking a lot of the joy and light of Shabbat with us into the coming week. So come over.
Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Oh, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei v'samim borei minei v'samim Yai lai la 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 Yai lai la 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 Ya la 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 Ya la 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 ya la la Yai lai la 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 Ya la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh Yai lai la 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 Yai lai la 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 Ya la 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 ya la la Yai lai la 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 Yai lai la 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 Ya la 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 Ya la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil bein kodesh lechol hamavdil bein kodesh lechol Yai lai la 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 Yai lai la 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 Yai la 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 Ya la 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 ya la la Yai lai la 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 Yai lai la 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 Ya la 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 Ya la 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 ya la la
We continue with the singing of Shavua Tov, wishing every one of us a good, beautiful week ahead.
Shavua tov, 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 Shavua tov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase.
And we have one final blessing so that you can all enjoy the beautiful feast that lay ahead. We have got a ginormous challah that we are going to be able to share, and I'm going to ask Raif and Lane to lead us in the Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Mazel tov, everybody. Shavua tov.
Shavua tov.
The basketball final at Norman Sports Bar. Norman Sports Bar on Zoom. Also Monday
Enjoy your night.
party. I'll take that all over to them.
Thank you. I'm going to stay this for purple. You got all the gifts good. Yeah, right? Thank you.
Is that Rabbi Judith? Yes, Judith. Because we docents at Holocaust Memorial, John and I, and the first week we had after we got our certification was a group of girls with from there. Okay. You've lived such a modern thank you. Tell her to call me. Tell her to call me. 10, 24, 26. Oh my God. Tell her to call me. All right, have fun.
Destin.
but